everybody, it's Alyce-Kay Ruckelshaus from Threshold of Hineni and the Widow Ruckelshaus, and we're going to work on tags for this little journal that we've been working on. We don't have a whole lot left to do. So yesterday I tore out pictures from this magazine, the Monroe County magazine from where I live, and I spent some time afterwards kind of cutting around things with these scissors, which come in a set of 6 scissors, and I'll put the link below. And I wasn't careful in how I was cutting them. I think I said that in the thing before. And then I also cut around some of these, and I cut out pieces of text. Now I didn't try to get like the whole line and stuff because they're too long, but just to give it that look so that it fits in with the rest of the book, because this book is book page scrap theme, and so I want to have some text on each of these cards. So I'm going to try to leave these where they are while I work on them, basically, because I do have them kind of laid out. They're not really laid out, but I'll show you how I'm planning to do this. And one of the things that I have out is I have some ink and an applicator. I have this stencil, and I might get out some more. You know, I think I want my red ink also. So let me get that really quickly. Okay, so I have some red ink and the applicator for that also. Okay, so let's do this one first because it's like the easiest to get out of the way. So this was in the table of contents. It had this guy's picture, which I thought was kind of fun because it's obviously old. But then I noticed it had his name under it, Gustav Stickley, American furniture manufacturer. Okay, so we're going to glue all those on. I think that I want to go ahead and stamp some stars on this first, though. And I think let's go ahead and do them in red. So where's my red pad? Okay, and I'm going to kind of limit how long this video is, and then I'll probably just do the rest of them on my own because, you know, there's only so much variety that I'm going to have in this. I want to have kind of a theme of, you know, having the text, some text on each of these pages, and they're all from that one magazine. But I think you would get bored if I videotape all of this. So let's go ahead and, you know what, I want to get a star where we're going to be able to see it, maybe even slightly on him. I'm not sure if that'll show up or not, but we'll see. Okay, yeah, it won't show up on the black, but it shows up behind. Okay, so let's go ahead and do that. So I'm just going to use glue stick for these. It's definitely strong enough. Oh dear, is this the right one? Hopefully, yes. Okay, it's definitely strong enough, and it's easier to get the entire picture all the way to the edges so that they don't peel up or anything. So we're going to do this and glue them on. And I did do some vintage photo ink on this. I put it on around the edges, which you can't really see where it's black, but you can see it where it's white here. And then I also put some on his face just to make it look like it was sort of yellowed. Okay, and then I want to put his name and furniture manufacturer. And so if I remember right, I do have to put this up a little bit on his shirt to be able to fit all of this on. And what we're going to do is we're going to go in and we're going to paste all of this stuff on, and then we will go and add the ribbons to it. And we'll probably add the ribbons in another video. Now this one's so small, I'm just going to run it across here like this. But you do want to make sure you get it on every little edge, every corner. Okay, furniture. And I'm not necessarily trying to get them perfectly straight. It's okay if it does go perfectly straight, but that's not what I'm aiming for. You know, I probably should have put manufacturer first, and then I could put furniture on top of that, but that's okay. Okay, so you can still see what it says. See how I didn't try to get this like perfectly centered or anything like that. Okay, so that's one down, and we're going to set it aside. And then, just a second, I'm looking at the clock. Okay, And then I had these ones that I just have text on. So I'm going to put the text, I'm going to put this on, and then I'm going to stamp on top of that. So I want these to all be like kind of the same, but still be a little, each one be a little bit different. Okay. This one's going to be a sideways tag, so this will be one of the ones that sticks out the side, that tucks in sideways. And let's just go ahead and glue all three of these on because they're all the same type of thing. And you can see, you know, it doesn't have the complete sentences. It's just, I'm just trying to get the text. I'm not trying to get like, you know, something that makes sense, but it still is kind of interesting, and it makes you kind of wonder like what the article was about and stuff. So that's kind of fun. This one was about zinnias. There was an article about that furniture maker in the magazine, and I thought that actually cutting out the paragraphs in the articles and making them into tags for a different journal would be kind of fun. And it has lots of pictures with it too. I just thought that would be kind of fun for somebody to be able to read the whole article if they wanted to. I'm going to do one going this direction because I know I have some pockets on both sides of the pages. So some will go out one way and some will go out another. Okay, now we're going to go ahead and we're going to stamp on top of those. And I think we'll use red for these. Where's my red? Okay, so here's this. I'm going to make sure I get at least one big star on there. Let's just see how this looks. Haven't tried this before, but I think it should be kind of fun. Oh yeah, that is. That's really neat. Okay, and then we'll have like red sari ribbon or something there. Okay, so that's 2 down. And let's do the same thing to these ones. And we'll spread them out throughout the journal so that all these ones that are the same aren't together. These 3 that are the same. There we go. Oh, that's really good. See, and you can still read the words through it if you want to. It just makes it very cool. Okay, so that's 3 done. Yay. Okay, now then I saw there was an ad for Boys and Girls Club. So I cut out boys and girls, okay, and then I got just some, I think this was from the Zinnia article too, and then I got these 2 little kids. So we're going to put the words down through the center. What happened to my glue? Here we go. Put the words through the center and see how quickly this goes when you have everything already lined up. You know, it's like kind of like assembly line. You try to do as much of the repetitive stuff together as you can, and then it just goes quicker, and I think you can be a little bit more creative that way too. Okay, so we're going to put those words there, get it all down nice and okay, and then I'm going to put, see, boys and girls we're going to keep until for the last. So I'm going to space these 2 kiddos here, and since the kids are actually cardboard, I think I am going to use a little bit of my Crafter's Pick glue on here and get the glue boogies out first. Just a little bit of glue there. This one I'm not going to put stars on because this already has so much going on. So we're going to have that little kid. Oh, we got to move him up some because I'm going to. Okay, so now I've got glue on my on the tag, and it's okay because it'll dry clear. I just have to be careful not to put anything on top of it while it's drying. Okay, so we've got the glue stick all over it, and I'm just putting a little bit on her head there, and on her body, and on her feet. Just a little tiny bit, just to help, because these cardboard pieces, the glue stick does work on them, but not quite as much, not quite as well. Okay, and then we'll use the glue stick for boys and girls. Okay, I like this. This one's really cute. Okay, and There we go. So that's that one. It's very sticky. It's got glue spurting out from the sides of these kids and all over the place. So we're going to put that aside. We're going to put it on top of the sewing machine so it's separate. Okay. Then I have this one here with this kind of monster-y thing. It looks like it's made from a tree or something, tree stumps or something. I'm not really sure, but it's pretty cool. There's probably an article that goes along with it. It was in the table of contents, so I guess I could go and look up the article and find out what it was, huh? But I'm not going to do that right now. Okay, I just glued this down to the I think I need to change pages. Okay, so now I'm not going to center this because I want as much of it to show as possible, so I'm going to put it all the way over here to the side. Okay, and make sure I get all the edges down. And then this one, and you'll see when you look at these, you can see that I inked up the edges of the text and I inked up the edges of the picture. I'm going to put him up as high as we can and kind of over to the side. There we go. See? Doesn't that look cute? Okay, so notice how I have the text over to the side so we see as much of that as possible. Okay, let's get a new page here because we're getting too much glue on that. Okay. Open this up. Okay, this one's in the way, so let's go ahead and do this. This is like a little living room kind of thing, and I think I may need to cut it a little bit more to get this to really show up on it. Yeah, let's cut out some of this unnecessary part here so that our text will show up more. The whole thing does fit on the paper, but my hands are sticky from handling all this glue stuff. I have to go in half an hour from when I started this. I have to go pick up a friend who's at physical therapy. So my challenge to myself is to get all these done in that half hour. We'll see. So I looked for small pictures on this. While I was tearing out some of these pictures, I tore out pictures for another journal as well. Because when I come across pictures, even if I don't know what journal I'm going to use them in, it might be one that I make a year from now, I go through and I tear out all the pictures that I could conceivably want to use. Okay, and then I'll sort those by like color in little bins, little shoebox bins and stuff. And that way, you know, if I have a purple journal, I can go and look and see what pictures I can find that I have. I'm moving this over as much as possible there. It's little ballet dancers. And then I have this little text, which does kind of, it doesn't go, it's not from that article, it's from a different article, but it kind of goes with this. I'll read it to you as soon as I get it on there. And I'm purposely not centering it. I'm bringing it down closer to the bottom here. It says they're brilliantly colored blooms. So, you know, ballet dancers in black. Okay, notice that they're not colored, but ballet dancers are pretty. So I put their brilliantly colored blooms. So it's from a different article even. So for the most part though, you can't read the text doesn't really make sense because it's you know, just part of the column. Couldn't get the whole column in there. Okay, so let's go ahead and the parts around the edges that are white, I just want to make those brown. Okay, this is a bride and groom. I think they were actually cutting their cake or something, but that's cute for a junk journal. Let's put on I want to see where I want to put this first. Okay, so I think I want the writing to come all the way over to the edge, and then these guys can go over to the other edge. Not centered, okay, but they're going to be on top of the writing. And it just says something about carved wood, glass, hardwood floors. It's from the same article, but it's not a full column, so you can't really read what it's about. and some of it's going to be covered by the picture, but it just gives us some text on the page so that it's, so it's a book page scrap. Sometimes it's just easier to do it this way, but then, you end up getting glue on your fingers, so it's kind of a trade-off. Okay, there we go. Okay, and your eyes automatically do kind of try to read the text. It's kind of fun. All right, so then let's get these. I loved this. Okay, so I found an article that said something about 1917, because that's obviously not when this picture was taken with everybody in their masks, so it's kind of a contrast. And I want to make sure that I put the words in such a way that hopefully 1917 will show up. It might not, because this is a big picture. Let me see if I can. Or maybe I can put it up here and put the ladies right under it. Yeah, I think so. Okay. And I think there is some that I cut off here that I didn't get all the way off. Okay, so let's put the text up at the very top, and then we'll put the picture over it. And we'll move it all the way down to the bottom edge so that hopefully we can see 1917, because I just like that contrast between years, 1917 and 2021, or maybe 2020. And somebody looking at this journal 50 or 100 years from now would kind of wonder why everybody's wearing masks. So if you get this journal, which by the way I have decided to sell it. I have so many journals that I'm working through myself right now. I was going to keep this for myself, but I'm going to go ahead and sell it. So you might want to write something about us wearing masks and stuff on there, so that people wondering later when they see that will know. All right, and then we've got this. I want to just ink around this really quickly and around the text. And notice that I didn't fussy cut right up to the edges of the flowers. I did leave some white on it. I think that just contrasts better with the brown craft paper. Okay. And you can just do this really quickly because it's, not like it's all going to show up. Okay, so I want the torn edges to show the most, so I'm going to put those up in that. I don't want to showcase the straight edges because this was from the edge of the paper. I don't want to showcase that. I want to showcase the torn edges. So I'm going to put these up here. Okay, and then I want to put the flowers. These do have some colors that I didn't really have in the journal, but that's okay. Just little spots of color here and there are fine. And, if whoever gets the journal doesn't like that this has yellow and pink, they can always take this out and use it someplace else. Okay, here's another zinnia one, so let's go ahead and do that at the same time. This one is cut straight on two sides, but the top and bottom have been torn. And this says something about the 1700s. I think this was about the history of zinnias. So let's go ahead and get some ink on here, on the white parts especially. I don't want to get them too dark because I do want them to contrast with the craft paper. Okay, and then we'll put this here. Now, since I've got this straight edge here, I'm going to put that over on the left side. So let's just go ahead and put this over here on the right side. Okay, and then the picture. I think we're going to get through this in our half hour easily. In fact, I think the clock just rang on the 45 minutes, but I'm not sure. Okay, and these will look better when we have some ribbon added to them too, but this is nice for now. Okay, then I have, let's turn this over. Okay, so then I've got this one. Oh, a bride and groom feeding each other cake. That's fun. And then this one here says old building and add modern convenience that today's bride expects. Okay, so we can put that. Let's tear off some of the top here. Okay, everything's sticking to my fingers. That's gross. All the glue stuff here. Okay. And I'm putting the torn edges up at the top. They're just kind of fun, you know, and I'm not sure if I'm going to do other tags that are, you know, like different sizes, or if I'm just going to stick to this kind and maybe make a few more. I'm not sure. We'll see. Again, you know, I'm kind of worried about overstuffing the journal because it's so thick already and it's small, you know. Okay, here's another bride and groom. So let's go ahead and put these guys on. I'm going to put the text on first. And this one, see, I use kind of I just use regular scissors on the whole thing, so it's not scalloped or anything. I'm going to put it right up to the edge because it's got a straight edge there. And then this couple dancing at their wedding. There. See, and can you see how you can't really read? I mean, you can tell that this is going to say either history or historic, but it's not there for you to read the text. It's just there for the design, for the theme of text. Okay, and then I found this thing that said day trip, so I thought that would be kind of fun. I'm going to use it with part of the article about zinnias. I think that one's going to need red stars on it. It's kind of just black and white. So we will do that. Let's put this down here. There we go. And this one that says day trip. Okay. And I'll just put it down here. And then let's stamp it. Stamp some stars on this one. I don't want to stamp on top of, you know, where I've put all that glue, because I don't want glue to get all over my stamp applicator. I think I accidentally got a big star centered on there, which doesn't really thrill me. Nope, that's okay. That's fine because it's got other stars by it too. Okay, so that's good. And put the applicator back. I was trying to figure, what do I need? Okay, and then I like this gal that's jumping. She's kind of funny looking. So let's go ahead and put her up, and we're going to put, I think I'll cut this down to just those words there. There we go. Okay, so let's put the girl on first, and then this one we're going to have the text over her. Okay, if I can get this back up now that I've glued it down. Okay, and the hole on this one is to the side, so I think I'm probably going to end up punching another hole in it as well. I might want to do that. Well, I can do that when I do the ribbons. My hands are too sticky right now for that. Okay. That's kind of funny. I like that. Okay. We have 4 more. So I think we can get these done easily in the amount of time that I set aside. Okay, so here's a little girl planting stuff, and this says germination, so that's what I want to show. So I'm going to have that up at the top. I might even put it sideways, I'm not sure. Let's see here. How does she fit on here? Yeah, I think I'm going to put this one sideways So the whole word germination is going to show. Like that. See, also when you're working artistically, it's best not to try to think about it too much. Thinking things through logically uses up one side of your brain, and uses one side of your brain, and doing artwork uses a different side of your brain for the most part. So try to stay in that artistic side of your brain when you're doing this, and just kind of use your instincts. Even if you don't think your instincts are great, you'll be surprised at what you find. Okay, so our family just barely fits on there. And we're going to have this. Let's see here. Do I want this? I think I'm going to put that at a diagonal. Okay, and then we'll have our family going straight up and down and not in the center. Okay, so let's have this. This is from the Xenia article. Our family was from one of the ads, I think. Like, our family has been in this business for over 100 years or something like that. Okay, and let's do some red stars on that one as well. Now, I probably still have ink on the applicator, but because I really want the stars to be as dark as possible, and I'm stomping down hard on it to get as much ink onto that as I can. Okay, it didn't get any over here in the corner. Let's get some over there. There we go. All right, that's cute. We have 2 left. Okay, now I have this one here with tomato plants. I think I want to take off those bottom seed packets. I don't really like those as much. I can use those in another journal someplace. And let's edge this with some red ink just to give it a little bit of interest there. And let's do some stars just on the text. Okay, there we go. All right, and how do I want this to be? I've got torn, I've got straight, I've got scalloped. Let's put this down in the corner since it's got torn on those 2 sides, and then we'll add the tomatoes up here and over to the side. Okay, let's do that. And then we've got just one more left. You see how quickly this goes when you've got it all prepared like this? It's kind of cool. And it looks like I have one more little tiny piece of writing that's supposed to go on there. Okay, so we'll see where we're going to put that. Put this up here. And like I said, don't overthink what you're doing. Just do it. There you go. Okay, and then do I want this text piece there? Yeah, maybe so. Maybe like in the middle. Okay, that's kind of cool. Okay. And I don't really care if I like wrinkle up the paper or anything like that. That's just going to make it look older and cooler, right? There we go. That one's cool. I like that. And the tomatoes are the right color for the book. That's why I chose them. Okay, and then one more that has just text but has 3 different type styles, and it has a different color on this main one. So let's put hours of operation. Let's put that right there. And then we've got part of an address of a business. So that's okay. I wouldn't put any personal address on here, but a business address is fine. Put that up at the top, and some of it will probably get covered by the text anyway. Could even, let's put this one upside down this way. Okay. And then I was kind of thinking I'd do this. I don't know, I kind of like the hours of operation to show. So maybe we'll have it like this. Yeah, let's do that. Okay. Ooh, we got lots of glue on there. So I guess I'm not gonna stamp on this one right now. I might afterwards when it dries. There we go. Okay. All right. Yeah, that one's kind of cool looking. It's got it going either way. Okay, so that's it, you guys. We finished. Let's see how many tags we finished. Let me get rid of this glue covered thing here. So we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19. Okay, we got 19 done in I don't know how much time, like 20 minutes or so, I think. I can't really see the timer. So anyway, so that's pretty quick. I mean, you know, of course we cut out the pictures and everything earlier. So that's pretty good. So that's it for today, you guys. Next time we'll put the ribbons and stuff on these and we'll find places for them in the journal. All right, I love you all. I'll talk to you later. Bye-bye.